Decoding Standard Deviation for the GRE. Hello, dear learners. Today, we're diving deep into one of the GRE's quantitative reasoning concepts, standard deviation. Don't worry if it sounds complex. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding and you'll be ready to tackle any GRE problem that comes your way related to this topic. Standard deviation, often symbolized by the Greek letter sigma, is a measure that tells us how much individual data points in a dataset vary or deviate from the average or mean value. Think of it as an indicator of the spread of data points. If the standard deviation is low, it means most of the data points are close to the mean. If it's high, the data points are spread out over a wider range. Example: imagine two sets of GRE scores. Set A, 300, 302, 301, and Set B, 280, 310, 320. Set A has a lower standard deviation because the scores are close together, while Set B's scores are more spread out, hence a higher standard deviation. In the GRE, you might wonder why you need to know about standard deviation. Well, the GRE loves to test your understanding of data interpretation, and standard deviation is a great tool for that. Comparing datasets. By knowing the standard deviation, you can determine which dataset is more consistent or which has more variation. Understanding distributions. In many GRE problems, you might be asked about the distribution of scores or measurements. Knowing the standard deviation helps you answer such questions with confidence. Though the GRE does not require you to compute the standard deviation from scratch, thankfully, having a basic idea can be helpful. 1. Find the mean of the dataset. 2. Subtract the mean from each data point to find the deviation of each point. 3. Square each deviation. 4. Find the average of these squared deviations. 5. Take the square root of that average. This value is your standard deviation. Example: for a simple data set like 2, 4, 6, 1. Mean equals 2 plus 4 plus 6, 3 equals 4. 2. Deviations: minus 2, 0, 2, 3. Squared deviations: 4, 0, 4, 4. Average of squared deviations equals 4 plus 0 plus 4, 3 equals 2.67. 5. Square root of 2.67 equals 1.63, approximately. So, the standard deviation is 1.63. And there you have it, a simple breakdown of standard deviation for the GRE. Remember, while you don't need to calculate it manually on the GRE, understanding what it represents and how it's derived will give you an edge in answering GRE data analysis questions. Best of luck, and keep practicing.